Welcome to the City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You, a concerned resident of the various cities this show airs in. We are going to make some changes into some of the cities that the show's airing into. For that matter, Tom's River is going to return to having its own show in the future. No effect here on the City Show. Topics today. First off, more importantly, if you're following my segment called Jersey Line on YouTube and live stream, my football picks versus the spread. Yesterday we went 10-5. So if you bet with me, you did well. And we did okay with the FanDuel bets. So we do that every Thursday. If you're someone who enjoys the football games and you got a little bit of money, you can follow my picks. I think for the season, 28, 16-2. So I'm doing pretty good. Today, our quick hits are going to be, we're going to talk about the recent MUA increases here in Jersey City. They come out to about 18%. We're going to talk about banning bicycles off major roads. There was a tragic accident here on the Kearney side of Route 7 where the new bridge is going up. We're going to talk about the art tax that Mayor Fulop has agreed to put on referendum. It's just another tax, so we're going to talk about that. And we're going to talk about the Daniel bill. It's a bill protecting the privacy of judges, prosecutors, and law enforcement. I am all in favor of this bill, but I'm going to twist it a little bit when I get to it. Don't forget our website. You got the YouTube. You got HMG TV show. They're all on the bottom of the screen. Love us on Facebook. Like us on YouTube. All that good stuff. Follow us on Twitter. If you need any questions, you can direct tweet me on Twitter. Or you can go to our website, HMG TV shows. You can send me a direct email. We're going to break for commercial. You're watching the City Show. I'll be right back.
Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, Jersey City. Hudson County's only monument maker, serving all faiths and cemeteries. Design, studio, and large inventory on site. Cemetery inscriptions and custom orders welcome. Burns Brothers Memorials, Monuments, and Markers, 787 Tunley Avenue, just south of Secaucus Road. Craftsmanship that will last for all eternity. Burns Brothers, Jersey City, Albert H. Hopper, North Arlington. Visit us on the net. Consumer Carpets, 3408 Kennedy Boulevard in the Jersey City Heights. Your one-stop store for residential and commercial floor treatments. Carpeting, linoleum, tiles, laminates, hardwood floors, area rugs, remnants. All major brands, all in stock. Free estimates, same-day installation. Consumer Carpets, it's savings, selection, installation. Credit cards and debit cards accepted. Financing available. Consumer Carpets, price to fit your budget, installation to fit your schedule. On the net at consumercarpets.com. Consumer Carpets, Jersey City, 201-792-2712.
We're back. You're watching the City Show. Pat O'Melia here. You're a concerned resident there. Let's go one of my favorite segments called Quick Hits. I get to jump around a little bit. President Trump, you have the debate this week. Actually, I'm filming this on Tuesday, so you got a Tuesday night. It will be much-watched TV. It'll be the hottest show of the year. The Nielsen ratings are going to be spinning. Biden versus Trump. This should be interesting. There's 3 of these debates. I just got my ballot. I cannot emphasize this enough. Do not immediately return your ballot. You got 3 presidential debates coming up. We're talking about a Ward D debate here in Jersey City in the studio. You got a lot of the campaign. You got to get to know these candidates. Again, with the president, that's the devil you know and the devil you don't. With Trump, the Dems are losing it. They're going nuts that Trump gets to have a third choice for the Supreme Court, and he's picked this young lady, Coney Barrett, mother of 7, and people are attacking her because she's a mother of 7. They're attacking her because she's Catholic. It's not going to be like Kavanaugh, but it'll be interesting to see how the questioning goes during the confirmation hearings, because she looks like she is about as beyond reproach as you can be. But it'll be interesting to see what happens. And it isn't some diabolical plan like you see Schumer attacking this woman already before we really even know much about her. It's just a matter of timing that Trump will get this third pick. Wasn't any planning? It's just unfortunate that you have a lot of old people on the Supreme Court, and eventually old people go to the big courtroom in the sky on a Supreme Court. Well, I'll give credit to Trump. He does nominate young people. Coney Barrett here, I think she's like 50, and Kavanaugh is somewhere in his 50s. They're going to serve a good 20, 25 years. Now, the Dems are also talking about loading the Supreme Court up to offset the 3 picks by Trump. Win your elections, and when the timing is right, you get to have a pick. That's all that happened here. And as long as Trump is the president, and no matter what, he's going to be this president, I believe, until January the 20th. So, yeah, he gets to do the pick. And I tell you what, it wouldn't hurt him not to do the pick. Because if you're going to look at how the judges stack up, who's conservative, who's not, take it to the bank. This presidential election and many, many other of these elections are going to go to the courts to be decided. So you want a full Supreme Court? That would be wise. But right now, with that empty seat, if you look at it, it looks like it leans towards Trump. So you probably want as many people on the Supreme Court as possible to make these decisions. The MUA, in a time where most people are just getting back to work, where many businesses are hurting and hurting at best, where Washington is playing games with assistance to people who are still unemployed, people who are behind the 8 ball, people who have been out of work for 6 months. We're talking about a stimulus package, we're arguing about who should get what. Worry about the states and the municipalities when time comes. Help the people who need the help. Help the citizens who need the help. We'll figure out the states and the cities later. They're not going to go bankrupt. A lot of people could. People are having a hard time putting food on the table, and we got people in Washington, playing political games here when people are starving. We have the city of Jersey City here is raiding dollar stores about price gouging. If the price goes up more than 10% than it was prior to COVID-19, that's price gouging. Well, the Jersey City MUA just jacked their fees 18%. And I'm going to talk about it later also, but don't let them spin it that, it went up 9% on the water and 9% on the sewer. When you get your bill from the Jersey City MUA, it's going to be up 18%. In this particular time, we're jacking up the fee 18%. Now, I'm going to talk about the penny tax later in the show. All these taxes come back. We're talking about 18% here. That's going to be passed along. The restaurant that pays for the water bill, the landlord who pays for the water and sewage bill, he's not taking it out of their pocket. They pass that along in rents or in food or cost of goods. So it's not just 18%. That thing probably rolls up, I don't know how many times that's just going to get passed along. It's wrong at this time. We're going to break the commercial. We'll be right back.
Good Friend Self-Storage in North Bergen, New Jersey is a fully climate-controlled facility equipped with state-of-the-art security, packing supplies, a Refer Friend program, and multiple loading docks convenient for commercial use. Located just off of Route 3 at 4301 Tunnelly Avenue, Route 1 and 9. Call 201-867-2444 or visit us on the web today. Good Friend Self-Storage. Let us be your good friend.
The Jersey City Medical Center. You know it for its award-winning, life-saving ambulance service. It's also your health hub, with health and wellness locations staffed with certified professionals all through Hudson County. The Jersey City Medical Center, here to help you with your healthy, here when you need us the most. The Jersey City Medical Center. Visit us on the net to learn more. Jersey City Medical Center, Robert Wood Johnson, Barnabas Health Facility. Let's be healthy together.
We're back. You're watching The City Show. Pat O'Meara here. You there? And before I get to bikes here, I don't know who I need to call about gouging that the MUA is doing here. But the sad thing about it with the MUA, if Suez can make buku money on our water, why the hell are we having an 18% increase in water and sewer? Keep in mind, Suez is making big bucks on our water. Now, next week, this week for that matter, I have Mayor Fulop in here. One of the things I'm going to be asking him about us taking over our water department. All right, let's go to the program here. Banning bikes. Now, as Bike JC well knows, I'm not a big fan of the bike lanes here in Jersey City. If you ever notice, and there was some tweeting over the weekend, if you ever notice any of the footage of the bike lanes, it's usually like one or no bikes on it. They are not utilized enough that we should narrow the streets of Jersey City, making them more dangerous than they were before, to accommodate people on bicycles and protected bicycle lanes. You know, I rode around Jersey City when I was a kid, all around the city on bikes. I made it home every day without protected bike lanes, or bike lanes, period. Recently, we had a tragic accident on Route 7 down by Fish House Road in Kearney. You know, there's a tremendous amount of construction going on there. There's a new bridge, new Route 7 bridge going in. There's no longer a Charlotte Circle. I don't know what you want to call that, what's there now, but it's confusing. And this is from a guy who's born and raised in that area. I come from Dogpatch, Jersey City, where the Charlotte Circle and that Route 7 bridge is. That's where I'm born and raised. I get confused in the new traffic patterns there, and I'm born and raised here. When I'm down there by Duffield Avenue trying to get on this new circle, I get confused. Now, some guy is delivering for Uber Eats on a bicycle, going through without the construction. It's tough to negotiate the new circle and where the new bridge is going. This guy's on a bike. And then, of course, I don't have to go into it. It was a tragic accident. Guy is hit, and he's dead. There are just some places where we shouldn't have bicycles. One of them, major roads, such as Route 7. There's no place for a bike going over that bridge or going onto Fish House Road. If you travel that road going out to Route 7, you understand what I'm saying, especially if you're coming off 1 and 9 out by the Holland Tunnel and you're coming down into, we still refer to it as the Charlotte Circle, but it's not a circle anymore. It is incredibly dangerous to think of somebody pedaling along there. But that happened, and my sympathy to the family, and rest in peace. We need to ban bike enthusiasts from major highways, Route 7, Route 1 and 9, Route 80, Route 78. Let me particularly say this again, Route 1 and 9, a very narrow road, 280, the New Jersey Turnpike, the Garden State Parkway. And we have to do this because some of these people will try to take their bike on these roads. And for whatever mind, they think they're invincible. You're not. You're on a highway and a rig goes by you, an 18-wheeler, you can get sucked off that bike. If you've ever had the misfortune of being broken down on a turnpike, now I always drive the truck side because I come from the world of transportation before I got into TV and into politics. If you ever changed the tire along the parkway and a rig went by you, it can almost pull you. The wind, the suction of it can pull you off the shoulder and drag you down the highway there. You don't want to be on a bicycle on a parkway or the turnpike or any of these major highways. But unfortunately, some people will attempt it. So we need to ban that before there is another tragic result. We need to restrict bikes to city roads. Preferably city roads without commercial traffic. Again, you got a bus, you got a cube van, you got a straight job, you got a tractor trailer, and again, coming from the world of transportation, I wouldn't go through Jersey City with a 53-foot trailer, but people are. I would go through with a 40-footer maybe. It is dangerous. They are not going to see you in their mirrors. It is best to do a lot of restricting onto these bike lanes. And again, I want to emphasize this. Bikes are not a practical mode of transportation. When the winter sets in, and it's like a month away, you're not riding in the cold, you're not riding in the snow, you're not riding in the rain, you're not riding in the ice, you're not riding when it's super hot outside. Also, I'll be interested to see how we're going to snowplow these bike lanes. We need to do the banning. All right, well, you're watching The City Show. Pat Amelia. I'll be right back.
Newport, the luxury waterfront community on the Hudson River, offers the quality of life you deserve in 10 high-rise rental towers with amenities such as the on-site Newport Path subway, light rail and ferry service, Newport Town Square, 3 playgrounds, dog run, upscale restaurants, retail giants like Sears, JCPenney, Macy's, and Target. Morton Williams Supermarket is just outside your front door. A health and fitness club, spa, skating rink, and medical facilities are also on site. NewportNJ.com. Enjoy the New York skyline from Newport Town Square. Manhattan is just one path stop away or quick ride through the Holland Tunnel. Nursery and private elementary schools all on site. 12-screen movie theater at the Newport Center Mall. Want to visit Newport? Stay at the Westin or Marriott Hotel. Go to newportnj.com for details. Newport has luxurious towers, great restaurants, shopping, New York skyline views, schools, playgrounds, a marina and yacht club, gym, spa, fine wine, fine living. It's incredible. It's you. newportnj.com. Newport, live like you want.
We're back. City Show. Pat O'Melia, you over there. Mayor Fulop has agreed to support the cultural arts tax. It's another penny tax. It's only a penny. Well, there's a problem with those pennies. They add up. And like I said earlier about how taxes are passed along, or the MUA fees, yeah, your landlord gets hit with a tax increase, he puts it in the rent. If a restaurant gets hit with a cost increase, they put it into the food. If a repair shop gets hit with a cost increase, they put it into your repair bill. It's all passed along. At the end, it's you, and it's probably you're paying your penny tax here, you're going to pay a penny tax there, you're going to pay a penny tax here a tax there, a tax everywhere, a penny tax. But in Jersey City, and in the state of New Jersey in particular, we're getting beat over the head constantly. Now, I can appreciate the arts community. I'm basically in the arts community here in television. I don't think we need, if in a different world, I guess I would support it. But when you're getting hit left and right with taxes, we just got hit with 47% on the school tax. 47%. The ramifications of that, it would be interesting to see within a year, where how that's going to affect rents and the cost of a cheeseburger. Everything you do in Jersey City is going to be affected by that tax. And keep in mind, they didn't even attempt to do any cost cutting, just 47%. We're just going to go on as we are. Why, Steve Sprini is talking about cutting down school districts. Man, do we got to cut down school districts. We don't need more school districts than we have municipalities. I think there's 590 school districts in Jersey. I think it's 565 municipalities. Actually, I don't even think it's that. I think it's 536 municipalities. We don't need all these school districts because they all have to be funded. The MUA just jacked your fees up 18%. Now, I know it's cute when they say, oh, water went up 9% and sewer went up 9%. At 99 is 18%. When you get your water and sewer bill from the city of Jersey City in a quarter, it's going to be 18%. You got the gas tax going up 9% October the 1st. There's various state taxes that just went up. The toll hikes on the New Jersey Turnpike, the Parkway, the AC Express, they're all going up. You know what happens when those tolls go up? They get passed along. When that truck is paying that toll, it gets added into the freight. Then the freight gets added to the cost of that set of sneakers, pair of sneakers, that sweater, or that poultry that reefer unit is carrying. Whatever it is, it gets passed along into your pocket. It actually comes out of your pocket. We keep reaching into your pocket. If you went back before COVID-19, when we were rolling, the economy was historically the best it's ever been. Unemployment was the lowest it's ever been. I don't want to get political, but you got to give Trump some credit for that. Maybe you go with the penny tax. But since then, March, since COVID, we've been getting beat over the head. At our weakest point, business was closed. People lost their jobs. People were laid off, declining in hours. Whatever people did to try to keep their businesses and their employees alive, they did. The last thing they need is more taxes. And even though you say, oh, it's only a penny tax, oh, so low, they add up. And there's always another one. We got open space taxes. We have lots of these little taxes that keep coming through. PS&Gs, they're looking for a rate increase. All these things keep going up. I know it's a small tax, but they add up and it gets passed along. So you're paying it, and you're going to pay that here, and you're going to pay that penny tax there, you're going to pay it here. And you may not even know notice the penny tax because of the insulting 40% school tax that you just got hit with. But all this is coming out of your pocket. in some shape or form, whether it's right on your mortgage payment, whether it's on your rent, whether it's, whatever the case is, whether it's in that cheeseburger or that Chinese food that's delivered, all that is being charged to you. You are the end victim of all this, and you're getting hit constantly, from the food to the landlord to the mortgage payment, all from that, and they're all reaching into your pocket. I know it's really a small tax, but I got to say, vote against it, because these pennies keep adding up. You're watching The City Show. I'll be right back.
Pen and Pencil Properties, Jersey City. Shaping the workplace with state-of-the-art office spaces that address your company desires. Building residences that define your home environment, adjacent to all modes of transportation with on-site parking available. The right address, the right lease. Call 201-521-9000 or visit online at penandpencilproperties.com. Pen and Pencil Properties, building Jersey City for everyone.
Rama Jewelers, located in the Lyndhurst Shopping Center at 413 Valley Brook Avenue, Lyndhurst. Come for all your jeweler needs at Rama Jewelers, where you will find a fine selection of necklaces, earrings, rings, and bracelets. Choose from one of our complete sets, our many signature items, or find the perfect engagement ring. Come on down. That's Rama Jewelers at 413 Valley Brook Ave, Lyndhurst. Call 201-939-5784 or visit us online today.
You know those times when you need to see the doctor, but you just can't get to the doctor? So where do you go? Go to the App Store, download the Telemed app from RWJ Barnabas Health, and you see the doctor right away. From any mobile device, whenever you want, wherever you are.
Quality care, no appointment necessary. The doctor is online when you download the Telemed app.
Don't you feel better already?
RWJ Barnabas Health. Let's be healthy together.
We're back. City Show. Pat O'Melia here. There's a very important bill that is before the Senate. Bob Menendez, Cory Booker, they're all backing it. It is the Daniel bill. But but may have been passed. I should have watched more of it. But the Daniel bill, Daniel, the young man who was murdered in his doorway of his parents' home, and his mother is a federal judge here in New Jersey, and a deranged attorney, for whatever reason, wanted to kill the judge. When he rang the doorbell, dressed, I believe, as a FedEx guy, the son opened the door and he fired away, killing the son, wounding the husband. Fortunately, the judge was down in the basement. She was unharmed. He got the information from the internet, the judge's home address. So what the Daniel bill is going to do is prevent any personal information about judges, prosecutors, and law enforcement being available on the net. I am all in favor of the Daniel bill. But we should all be afforded that same protection. If you want to opt out of public information, the bugaboo there, public records, you should have that opportunity, because you're just in as much danger from somebody deranged as this family. In the case of judge, for whatever reason, another attorney had an issue with this judge. Anyone, you can have a nutcase who has a problem with something you tweeted, and it'll track you down. And it is all available on the internet. And unfortunately, most of it is available from public sources, municipal sources in this particular case. A lot of your information is readily available on the net right now. You own a home? You have no privacy. Everything about you is on the net. All you have to do, go to your municipal website, press a couple keys, boom. They have the owner of the home, how much you paid for it, or who you are, blah, blah, blah. That shouldn't be that easy. In an era where we're constantly talking about, identity theft, so many Norton Securities and LifeLock and all these different businesses that are out there trying to protect your identity, it is so readily available from municipal and governmental sources. Have you had a car accident recently? guess what? Your information is available. You may have been inundated with the police record, the police report from your accident, from 10 or 12 different attorneys looking to get your business. How did they get that? And if you look at the police report, there's all your information. There it is. Some attorney somewhere has everything about you. It's on that police report. So they're going, I doubt they got somebody sitting around by the sergeant's desk going, oh, what happened today? What do you got there? They're going on the internet and they're getting that information. And everything is in that police report. Your driver's license, your home address, everything is there. Your car you drive, it's there. You have no privacy. Just a couple of keystrokes. Beep, there it is. And it's not just you. They put connections to it. There's your daughters, your son, your wife. All their information is available. And if it is possible, by governmental action, to remove the personal information from judges, prosecutors, and law enforcement from the net, then we should all have that same option to have your information deleted or locked, whatever you want to call it. You can do that with your credit reports. You look in, can't get it unless you're some governmental agency. You should have that option because it is just as easy for somebody to stalk you. Somebody bumped into somebody on a subway, and this some deranged, which there is no shortage of deranged people these days. They start stalking you. It's a lot easier. All they got to get is a sliver of information. Boom, they got you. That's and it's so simple now. You know, from whether it's ID theft, stalking, it's all available. All this information. Google yourself. Everybody does it. Google yourself. There's your information. You should have the same opportunity. I don't know how that's going to work on the World Wide Web. Can the United States, now we're Jersey senators here, but can the United States block all your private information? If that is possible, then we need to start talking to our elected leaders about giving you the same option. We need to get our elected leaders, I tell you what, in the next round of the municipal campaign here in Jersey City, one of the questions I'm going to be asking during debate is how do we protect the identification of Jersey City residents? Because it is just too damn simple. You go to the municipal website, a couple of keystrokes, there's your information. Everything about your home. Who owns it, when you bought it, how much you paid for it. That's wrong. It shouldn't be that easy. Public records, that was okay in the 30s and the 40s when people actually had to probably go to City Hall. And if you ever gone to the clerk's office, they got books the size of my desk here where you had to flip them over. You had to do this manual research. It was probably okay in the 30s and the 40s. Remember in the old days, you used to throw your mail out? Hey, you weren't stamping it with a black ink marker or taking out your Sharpie. You used to throw the mail in the garbage. You had to worry about anybody stealing your identity or anybody stalking you. It was a different time. But as the times changed, we didn't when it comes to your personal information. We're still caught in the 30s. We're lost in the 30s and the 40s. And it's the truth. All your information, because of municipalities and government, is available. And that shouldn't be. So if we can protect the judges, prosecutors, and law enforcement, we should protect you also. All right, that's the show. You be good, you be safe. I'll talk to you next week. Good night.